I really wanted to focus in on is kind of breaking things down into two ways. So one, teaching you guys what comps to properly select if you're going to meet the appraiser out there, and more importantly, two, how to explain comparable sales in your listing presentations and or talking with a buyer on an offer to submit. And then finally, going over and how to actually select comps when you are having, if you have to rebuttal an appraisal or you have a Tidewater. First and foremost, I want to walk in to how an appraisal is actually done and what items are selected. So first thing I want to hit is size of a property. The biggest thing when I see when you're looking at comparables are obviously the size of the property, the age of the property, the condition of the property, and then the type of sale that happened, pending sale, listing sale, or closed sale. So first is size of property. So ideally speaking, this is never greater than or lower than 30% more square footage or less square footage. The next thing that's important to note is obviously to the type of home. One, single story homes are, one, they cost a little bit more to build. Two, single story homes are much more desirable. Layout of the lot is typically a little bit larger to accommodate that larger floor plan. So the way an appraisal is always done is you basically, first off, have three types of properties that are involved. You have your closed sales, pending sales, and listings. A closed sale is any sale where at the time the appraisal was ordered, okay, which is typically the day the offer is accepted, at least with our office, whatever is considered a closed transaction when that appraisal order is received, when that schedule is done, is the date by which that sale is closed. So let's say a copy of a contract gets accepted today, which would be obviously August 12th. Let's say the appraisal order gets done to go out to the inspection on the 13th. That would be the date of a closed sale. Now, some appraisers will, and they are allowed to, at the time of inspection, considering it a closed sale. Pendings. Pendings are the second most important. Pendings means obviously anything that went into escrow under those exact same timelines. Thirdly is listings. Listings, they do not go into the weighted average of the appraisal. A listing is simply designed to show the direction that the market is moving in. 70% of the appraised value is going to be based on closed comps, 30% will be under pendings, but they will typically always have to weight the closed comps as a higher value than the pending sales. So the actual traditional, what they want to do with a closed sale is they want to use things that are immediately in that neighborhood. You can talk to an appraiser about omitting a comparable sale from the actual report itself if you can provide some type of distress. Adjustments are made for square footage size, lot size, age, condition, view, pools, solar, garages, big material items. So first, a very good rule of thumb to follow is any single adjustment can never be greater than 10% of the value of that comp with condition. So you got 6 cases of condition. A C1 is new construction. C1 is only, the rule is, never been lived in. C2 means everything in that home is as of style or as of built to that home with an age of 5 years or less. C3 is a partial remodel. C4 means no upgrades since kind of purchase kind of deal. C5 is a major fixer-upper. A C6 is basically lot value. Those are your conditions. Now with that, just like we talked about, condition adjustments cannot be greater than 10% of the value. What are really good upgrades to make and what are not upgrades to make? The rule of thumb is if you really want to get good value, you must change the condition rating of the property. I recommend repainting your kitchen cabinets, redoing your countertops, redoing your master bathroom, maybe the main guest bathroom, and then let's put some new carpet and some linoleum flooring in. Things you don't want to do is go ahead and put in a bunch of turf, okay? Turf, people don't care about turf or grass from an appraisal. They can't even do the adjustment. Secondly, super expensive floorings. Don't do that. You're going to get the same value on a $600,000 house if you do wood tile versus real hardwood on an appraisal. Granite countertops that are nice white and gray, whether you pick the $4,000 granite slab or the $10,000 granite slab, it's going to be the exact same adjustment for your kitchen that's on that. Comp number 1, let's just say, has a completely dialed in backyard. I'm talking pool, spa, everything is beyond things. They put $150,000 into a backyard on a $550,000 house. Comp 2, okay, has the exact same model match, but has no backyard, has a dirt lot back there, okay? And that one sold there for, let's say, $450,000. So this one with a dialed in backyard sold at $550,000. This one has a dialed no backyard, but same model. Everything else the same, sold at $450,000 because this one had a $150,000 backyard. If we were going to compare those two on an appraisal, and let's say this one at $550,000 was listed, okay, and we're comparing it to this sold comp at $450,000 with no backyard, they're identical in every way. The largest adjustment that you can make for that difference in backyards, like the actual lot backyard and everything else, is 10% of this comp. So that means 45 grand. So this house at $450,000 with no backyard can be adjusted from $450,000 to $495,000 based on the difference of that backyard. 10% is the maximum for any single adjustment of that price. Thanks so much for tuning into the Modern Lending Academy. And don't forget to join our private Facebook group. You can find us at the Modern Lending Academy directly on Facebook, and I'll make sure to add you. Also, make sure to not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at the Modern Lending Institute, or you can click the link below. And about once every 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be posting fire content that can keep you, whether you're a loan officer or a realtor, at the top of your game.